Hello lovely human beings, it's Loretta with Sparrowhawker Designs. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share a very quick little show and share. So these are images that I put into tea bags and then dunked into wax. I got this from Lori Marie, although in typical fashion, Lori Marie is so much cooler than I am that they didn't really work like hers. So I did it my own way, right? So what I used for this was 100% natural beeswax. I got this from Hobby Lobby. I bought it back when I had a coupon, so I think I bought 2 of them. But they don't have their coupons anymore, so I honestly cannot remember how much it costs. But it is with their candle making stuff, and every now and then they run their candle making stuff like 30% off. So even without a coupon, you can still catch it on sale once in a while. And then I put this, so the other bag I put in this, I just used an old electric skillet like the ones we used to have back in the 70s and 80s. My daughter's mother-in-law had one in her basement and let me have it. Then that way, once the wax hardens, I can just put the lid on it and put it in my craft room, and you know, then the next time I want to use the wax, I just plug it in and heat it up. So, and I will change it out when that wax gets really gross. But anyway, so I use the wax, and then there are these tea bags from Costco. I imagine if you can find any other tea bag that comes in a kind of a nylon bag kind of thing. Not sure what you can see and what you can't see, but like right here's a seam on there. So I just cut it right below that after I use the tea bag. So it looks kind of like that one. And then you just stick a picture down inside, and then you dunk it down in the wax. Now, like I said, mine didn't exactly work well. And the reason for it, I don't know how she did it, but I kept getting all of this wax bunching up at the bottom of the bag. Like when I would dunk the picture in there, I would get a big collection of wax down here in the bottom. So I took them and cut the bottom off, cut the sides off after I had, you know, put them down, because otherwise the picture's going to slip right out. So put them in there whole, and then when you get them out and they've cooled off enough, then you cut them. And then I took a heat gun to them and tried to make sure that they got as flat as possible, and I kind of wanted them to curl up a little bit on the ends, so they did. The problem is this, like this one, the tea bag just disintegrated when the heat got on it. I think this was the last one I did, and I think the heat gun was super hot at the time, and it just went shroomp. so much for that, right? But they look really cool. I love the results. I love how they just, I wanted them, you got to get it hot enough that they kind of curl up just slightly and then stop. You know, you don't want to keep going because otherwise it just disintegrates. But anyway, I love, and the string did not make it on all of them. Some of them the string came off of from the heat, I guess. But I love the way they sound. They're so cool. But anyway, yeah, and they didn't all come out exactly perfect like this one still has. You can take your heat gun and try to get that out if you want, but be aware that you might disintegrate it. I think I'm just going to leave it be, or I might take a little razor blade or something and kind of open it maybe, so to make it look more aged. But anyway, that's that project. I just wanted to say that there's another way to do wax pictures. Chrissy did a very short video on how she does hers, and she takes her photo and then puts the wax pellets on top, and then she puts like butcher paper or wax paper, or I don't know, freezer paper, something over it, and then just irons it. which is really awesome and extremely smart of her because, yeah, hello, I didn't figure that out. I've been dunking everything. So, but anyway, I was afraid to do that with the tea bags though, because these are just like polyester pants, you know, they're like nylon. And if you, I was afraid even under something that the iron would, excuse me, that the iron would just melt them. So I did them the old fashioned way. Anyway, I really like the way they turned out. These are going to go in, I'm getting ready to make a very small, very grungy book that serves no purpose other than to look at for a lady I work with. She's an artist. She's a mixed media artist actually, but she does like canvas stuff. And because I figure, you know, somebody that does mixed media will appreciate it. And I kind of want to make something. So anyway, guys, I hope you all have a great weekend. And next time you see me, I probably will be working in this book. I might bring you guys along to show you how I do the binding and that kind of thing, because I did have a request. I've had a couple of requests actually to show how I do my bindings. And I don't do the same binding all the time. Sometimes I do an invisible binding. Sometimes I go through the thing. Sometimes I do books that I've taken pages out of. Sometimes I create the cover out of cereal boxes, and sometimes I use good old-fashioned file folders. So I might just do like a video on each one of them eventually, but I have had several requests on how I actually make the books. So yeah, this one might actually just end up being an altered book instead of like done like a journal. So anyway, next time you see me, this is the project I'm probably going to be working on. So all right, guys, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for all of your support. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.